Years ago.
Yeah.
It was chair of the land use committee as
Everyone's still in
well.
there, so that's fine.
Couldn't get out of it. No, come back.
I don't mind it. I'd rather be involved than not
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Stuff last few months, so it's interesting.
Any trouble?
Well, had to re-exit to restart his Zoom and it closed everything, so I'm just re-promoting him.
No, because I had to change a setting in Zoom to allow screen sharing. That's not the feeling.
Yeah, we went through everything. We were just getting ready to just go through the first rest of stipulations. So,
Which one's the first
131 worksheet.
one? So I'm gonna make sure I have a chance to say something myself.
Okay. Okay, you are now.
Can you undisable screen share?
Now you're spotlighted again.
Okay, great. Okay, and now I'm pulling up the. Okay.
And can you just promote William again? Okay. Okay, Williams, we are promoting you back to panelist momentarily.
Panels. Okay. Sorry about that. I am going to share my screen again.
Okay, William, so I'm going to read this just quickly. Please stop. Feel free to stop and correct me if there's anything that is incorrect in this stipulation form. I, William Reese, as a qualified representative of Good Thanks Cafe LLC, located at 131 Orchard Street, agrees to the following stipulations. My license type is a full liquor, wine, and beer cider. Will operate a cafe with less than a full kitchen, serving food all hours of operation. The hours of operation are Monday through Sunday, so all days, 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. I will close any outdoor dining allowed under the temporary open restaurants program or any other outdoor uses by 10 p.m. all days. No speakers or TV monitors outdoors. I will have a closed fixed facade with no open doors or windows except my entrance door, which will close by 10 p.m. or when the amplified sound is playing, including on the DJ's live music, live non-musical performances, or live performances of televised sports. I will not have, so in this case, we are going to correct this and check off DJs because you clarified that. So you will not have DJ. You will not have live music, third-party promoted events, any event which a cover fee is charged or scheduled performances, and then you will not have more than 20 private parties per year. You will play ambient background recorded music only, will not apply for an alteration to the method of operation without coming before CB3, will not seek a change in class. You already have a full comprehensive license, so that doesn't apply. I will not participate in pub crawls or party buses, will not have unlimited drink specials, including boozy brunches. With food, I will have actually, in this case, sorry, I didn't have this checked off. Are you having a happy hour?
Not at the moment, but we'd like to be able to offer that.
Okay, so I think it was, we will not have a bit. So do you want to change that? Do you want to have happy hour? And if so, to what time?
Till 7 p.m.
Okay, so you will have a happy hour and it will end by 7 p.m. Okay. You will not have outside wait lines. You will have a staff person responsible for no loitering, noise, or crowds. You will post the stipulation beside your liquor license, and residents may contact the owner at the number below, and it's listed as Miranda Kelly, 646-370-4426.
Yep.
Everything look good?
Yeah, sounds great. Looks good.
So we will be saving this within the next couple days. The office will send this out to you or your attorney. Please get it notarized and send it back. They'll include instructions with the email when they send it to you, but it needs to be notarized and back to us before our full board meeting.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Okay, so the next item is,
Did we vote on that?
we actually need to vote on that. Sorry, apologies, I was brushing him off.
I was thinking out loud, like, could we?
Thank you, thank you.
It's okay, I forgot it 2 minutes earlier. I'm in my meeting, not your meeting.
Now that I think about it.
No.
So we're everyone, this is a vote for the 131 Orchard Street, which we just went through. We are approving with the stipulations as just read. Sarah Bachu,
Yes.
Amanda Lou,
Yes.
Michael Lavario, John Fout,
Yes.
Clint Smeltzer, yes. Okay. Motion passes, and the applicant's already done, so. Okay, thank you everyone for that one. The next one we are going to move on to will be item number 6, which is Cactus Wren LLC, which is 98 Rivington Street. The applicant here for 98 Rivington Street. Please raise your Zoom hand. We are going to promote you.
Probably Raymond and Frank.
Okay, we have Raymond and Frank have joined us. I'm going to give, since again, we're going to count this as an expedited item. We're going to give a brief description. Any corrections, move to committee, and then take a vote. Cactus Wren LLC doing business as a to be determined corporation seeking a full on-premises license located at 98 Rivington Street between Ludlow and Orchard. An application for an establishment with 74 people, 26 tables, 52 seats, 6 bar seats, operating a full-service Italian restaurant with a full kitchen, serving food during the hours of operation. It will be ambient recorded background music. There are 69 full on-premises licenses within 500 feet. The applicant has operated 63 Clinton with a full on-premises OP since 2021. The Lower East Side dwellers have also worked with this applicant and the landlord on behalf of the affected residents, and they've agreed to endorse Cactus Wren LLC's application for a new on-premises license located at 98 Rivington Street with the same stipulations as the prior business at this location, which was Serafina. 30 residents who live within 2 blocks of this application signed a petition in favor of the application. And the other thing I didn't mention was the hours of operation they're proposing are 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Sundays through Wednesdays, and 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Thursdays through Saturdays. They will have ambient background music only, no party buses or happy hours or pub crawls, no unlimited drink specials with food, will not have wait lines and standard stipulations. Anything else, Raymond or Frank, that was incorrect in what I just stated?
Cliff, just one question. It's minor. How many places within 500 feet?
Here we had 69 listed, 69 full.
I've got 43. Where'd you get the 69? Not from my work.
I
I counted them off of the, of the sheet, I don't know.
So I think it was
You
just,
probably went past 500 feet. That sheet does 750.
So maybe it's less.
oh, okay,
So it's actually 39 within 500 feet.
39, okay, I'm correcting that right now in the notes, Frank. Sorry about that. Thank you for correcting that.
It's not a big deal, but it sounds a lot worse.
Yeah, it did sound a lot worse.
It's faster if you just put it on the application, actually.
Is there anything, so that everything else was good, Frank?
Yes, Raymond?
Raymond?
No, it looks good to me.
Okay, I know this is expedited, but just to make sure, is there anyone from the public here about this item? Anyone, please raise your Zoom hand. No one, okay. Committee, any other questions? And as I said, this is replacing Serafina. They're agreeing to the exact same stipulations as Serafina had. It is a full-fledged legitimate restaurant as evidenced by their other establishment on Clinton Street.
Motion to approve.
Okay,
I guess just one like operational question is that like on Google Maps, it's coming up as like a different corner. Is that something that you guys have experienced in your research? I don't think that has anything to do with it.
it's coming up as a different.
It's replacing Serafina, right?
Yes,
Okay, got it.
yeah,
Interesting.
Google Maps is showing it differently.
Yeah, showing the wolf like across the street on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
I was just curious.
But yeah, this is definitely replacing Serafina.
Okay, cool.
Okay, seeing no questions, we're gonna go ahead and pull up the stipulation form
It's there.
and just run through that quickly because this is what we will be agreeing on and approving. Okay. I, Raymond, and is it Trin? Am I pronouncing that correctly?
Yes, correct.
I, Raymond Trin, as a representative of Cactus Ren LLC, located at 98 Rivington Street, agree to the following stipulations. My license type is a full liquor license. I will operate a full-service restaurant, specifically an Italian restaurant with kitchen open serving food during all hours of operation. The hours of operation are 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. Sundays through Wednesdays, 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. Thursdays through Saturdays. I will close all outdoor dining allowed under the temporary open restaurant program or any other outdoor uses by 10 p.m. all days. I will employ the doorman security personnel at all times. Soundproofing is already installed, so that's not an issue. I will close any front and rear facade doors and windows at 10 p.m. every night or when the amplified sound is playing. I will not have DJs, live music, third-party promoted events, any event in which a cover fee is charged for scheduled performances. I will have background music only. I will not apply for an alteration to method operation without coming to CD3. I will not participate in pub crawls or out party buses. I will not have unlimited drink specials, including boozy brunches with food. I will not, and you are not having a happy hour, are you?
I believe not.
Okay, I don't think that was, I think that might have been unchecked on the application, so we left it blank.
Why don't we say yes, Raymond, in case you change your mind?
That's not a bad thing.
Okay, so you'll have a happy hour and it will end at what time?
Let's say
7.
5 p.m. to 7 p.m.
7 p.m.? Okay,
7 on the app.
perfect. Okay, I will not have wait lines outside. I will not have a staff, or I will have a staff person to ensure no loitering, noise, or crowds. I will post the stipulation beside my liquor license, and residents may contact the manager at the number below. And then we have Raymond Trin at 928-486-0465. Everything look good?
No,
It's
no, it's not an Italian restaurant. It was an Italian restaurant,
new American restaurant.
no American.
Oh, it's New American is what we're calling? Okay.
Otherwise, I'm good, Raymond. You?
Okay.
Raymond, you good with this?
Yes.
Me too.
Okay, perfect. So that being said, any committee members have any questions before we go vote? Okay, Sarah Batchu,
Yes.
Amanda Lou,
Yes.
Michael Vario, yes, John Fout,
Yes.
and Clint Smeltzer, yes. Okay, Frank, you know the deal. We will be sending out the stipulation form the next day or two. Just get it notarized and signed and everything will be good.
Have a good month. See you next month.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you, Raymond. Good night. Okay, the next item we are going to take is AYS Libations LLC at 126 St. Mark's Place. We're also treating this as expedited because they have worked with the community and come to an agreement on our standard stipulations.
Okay, so
Please raise your hand if you are here for AYS Libations, which is 126 St. Mark's.
Good evening, Michael Kelly representing the applicant.
Hello, Michael.
How are you?
Okay, and Alex, or I'm sorry,
Mir and Chio with us.
Hey, guys.
okay. I do see we have Laura here, but we'll give her a brief chance when it's time.
okay.
So I'm going to give a brief summary of your application and then feel free to make any corrections and we will move on to discussion. AYS Libations LLC is seeking a full on-premises liquor license in the premises located at 126 St. Mark's Place. Your C of O is still pending, correct? You don't have the exact.
Yes, we'd be getting a letter of no objection.
Okay. With 12 tables, 26 seats, and one L-shaped bar with 9 seats. Japanese food prepared in a. Is this, do you have a full kitchen or is it a full prep area? Because I know you said it was going to be a full service restaurant.
It'll be a full kitchen.
Okay, so we are changing that to a full kitchen with food serving during all hours of operation, recorded music at background level. There are 26 full on-premises licensed within 500 feet. This location was previously licensed to CDG Incorporated, doing business as East Village Social, with hours of 4 a.m. all days. East Village Social had a large history of complaints with 28 non-crime corrected 311 calls in the last 3 years. This applicant holds a license for 2 other business, Table Tuomo and AYS Sushi, in the community board located at 131 Avenue A and 120 St. Mark's respectively. The applicant did mention in their application you had 2 SLA violations. I think when we spoke about this, when you were here last time, you said it was during COVID for
Face covering was one.
face coverings, I think.
Yes,
And what was the other one for?
1 second, let me just pull them out.
Okay, I'll just move on. We can just come back to that quickly at the end.
Yeah, one was face coverings, one was warning signs not being up.
Okay, okay, that was the
And
other
an
one.
expired health permit, even though you couldn't renew your health permits during COVID.
Okay, and whereas AYS Libations LLC was here prior to this meeting, at a previous meeting actually is a better way to say that, and heard concerns from residents who live within several blocks of this facility, and they went to a meeting that was facilitated by the East Village Community Coalition, and they all agreed to a method of operation, and the residents in the nearby blocks have no opposition to the method of operation that was agreed upon. We received a letter from one resident and then one from one local block association in support of this email, in support of this application. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. 21 residents who live within 2 blocks of location signed a petition in favor of the application. And everything else, their hours are going to be 5 p.m., opening at all days, closing by 1 a.m. all days. They are not proposing to use outdoor space for commercial use. They will have a closed fixed facade. They are planning on installing soundproofing. It will be ambient recorded background music only. They will have happy hours till 8. And that's the gist. Anything, Michael, or any of the applicants to add to my summary?
All I could say is we took the community boards and the residents' advice and are now applying for the on-premise liquor license at the previous licensed location. And we want to thank everybody that we had meetings with, and it was all very helpful. And that's it.
Great. Okay, thank you. I did see one person, I think it was Laura. We'll give her a quick minute to speak. Laura, you've been promoted.
Yeah, thanks. I'm just here in case anyone had any questions.
Okay, so you don't actually had anything to add or
No,
change?
I wanted to just explain for the committee that there's no formal block association on this block, so we weren't able to enter into an MOU. But any of the applicants who've expressed concern, any of the residents who've expressed concern to us over the years about the establishments on this block were invited to a meeting and had the opportunity to share their concerns by email or directly at the meeting. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you. That does, we appreciate that. It does help make these meetings go smoother as well. Okay, so we are going to bring up the stipulation form on the screen, and we're just going to go through that to make sure we have everything correct.
The address,
Okay.
126 St. Mark's.
Oh, yes. 126 is it. So I, Tomo Kubo, as a representative of AYS Libations LLC, located at 126 St. Mark's Place, agrees to the following stipulations. My license type is a full liquor license. I will operate a full service restaurant, specifically a Japanese restaurant, with kitchen open and serving food all hours. That needs to be changed. Originally, I think it was less than a full service, but yep. And then uncheck it from, yep. My hours of operation will be no later than 5 p.m. all days and closing by 1 a.m. all days. I will not use outdoor space for commercial use, including open restaurants. I will install soundproofing. I will have a closed facade with no open doors or windows, except my entrance doors will close by 10 p.m. I will not have DJs, live music, third-party promoted events, any event in which a cover fee is charged for scheduled performances. I will play ambient background recorded music only. I will not apply for an alteration without coming to CB3 first. I will not participate in pub crawls or party buses. I will not have unlimited drink specials, including boozy brunches. I will have a happy hour that went by 8 p.m. I will not have wait lines outside. I will have a staff person responsible for ensuring no loitering, noise, or crowds. I will conspicuously post a stipulation beside my liquor license, and residents may contact the manager at the number below. And we have Tomo Kubo at 917-636-9223.
Everything looks good? Tomo?
Yeah. I wanted to ask.
Okay, does everything look good, Michael, Tomo?
Looks good to me.
Yes.
Okay, and Susan just had one question.
Yeah, I'm not sure, maybe I missed it, the part about 10 PM outdoors.
No, they're not using outdoor space.
Oh, there's not using.
Yeah, they checked off, they're not planning on using
Sorry, I
outdoor
missed
space.
it, okay.
Yeah, they're not planning on using outdoor space. Okay, so if everything looks good, committee, does anyone else have any questions about this? If you remember when they came here a few months ago, the same group had applied for 122, which was previously unlicensed. They then reconsidered and they came to a previously licensed space for their full on-premises license, and then they're going for a beer and wine with a cafe portion to their business at 122. So the residents are extremely happy for that, to have another daytime business as well. That being said, we will take a vote on the stipulations as presented. Sarah Bachu?
Yes.
Amanda Liu?
Yes.
Michael Lavario?
Yes.
John Fout?
Yes.
Clint Smeltzer, yes. This passed, Michael, we will, as we know, we'll send this out to you. You can get it notarized and get it back to us. I think our meeting's a little bit earlier this month.
Tuesday morning. A week from Tuesday.
Yeah, so we'll still get it out within the next couple of days, but you have until the following Tuesday to get it back to us.
Okay.
And the instructions will be in the email as well, so.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, and thank you again for working with us and changing locations. I think that came to a agreement that the entire community
Thank you so
had.
much.
Yes, it did.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so
Forward
much.
to having you.
Thank
Have a
Thank
good
you.
night.
Have a great night. Thank you.
Okay, so we have got the three that we were kind of really expediting. Actually, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's three. And first out, we're going to do Don Ceviche next, which is 51 First Avenue. If the applicant is here for 51 First Avenue, please, I'm sorry, 57 First Avenue, please raise your hand.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, Gustavo. Are you the applicant?
I am the representative. The applicant is also on the call.
Okay. If they want to go ahead and
Celso Costas.
okay, we'll just for him and promote him as well. Is he under a different name, maybe?
It would be either under. Let me see the participants.
The Zoom user.
Sorry, let me give him a call and see what name he's under.
Okay.
I can start until he gets on, if you'd like.
Okay. I mean, I will go ahead and I'll start a brief summary and then he can jump on.
Te estamos esperando. Yeah, we're waiting for you. Te estamos esperando. Raise your hand. Click.
Do you know to raise his hand?
Yeah.
Oh, there.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay, we got him. He's now in the meeting. I'm going to give a brief summary of the application, and then we will let you add anything that needs to be revised or changed, and then we'll move it to the community and then back to the committee for discussion and a vote. Don Ceviche NYC Corporation is seeking an upgrade to a full on-premises license located at 57 First Avenue, New York, New York, between East 3rd Street and East 4th Street. It's an application for an establishment of 20 people with 7 tables and 18 seats, a bar with 3 seats, serving Peruvian food, and a full kitchen during all hours of operation with 2 televisions and background music. There are 4 full on-premises liquor licenses within 500 feet. This location has been Don Ceviche since November of 2023. This applicant does have another location in CB3 at Essex Market at 88 Essex Street. There's only been 1 commercial food complaint at this location, so it's irrelevant. We don't need to include that. We haven't received any support or opposition application from the community. We do have 11 residents who live within 2 blocks of this location signed a petition in favor of the application. I think Susan, our district manager, did want to speak to this application.
Yeah, I wanted to say some very nice things about it, but it just occurred to me that they got a beer and wine under administrative approval, so they need to wait a year before they upgrade.
Oh, they were administratively approved?
Yeah, you were administrative approval for beer wine, correct? Hello?
Yes, that's correct.
So our stipulations say that you need to be operating. I didn't know when I looked in your folder because I didn't know when you opened, but I do remember now that you were, because of the construction there, that you were held up for a long time. So what I actually wanted to say about your restaurant was that I've been in there particularly to get takeout, and it's very tiny, very quiet, very food focused and hospitable, and absolutely what we want in our neighborhood. But I do believe you have to be operating for a year before you upgrade.
As part of the administrative.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
signed stipulations that said that when you got your administrative approval.
Yes.
Okay, so then it would be a year from when he
Okay.
opened in November.
Yeah.
I was looking at when they were here, when that was, but that's
Yeah,
not when
I
they
didn't
opened.
know when they're
Not when
open,
they
and
opened.
the SLA is actually in trouble on their website, so I couldn't see when the license was granted. And I'm sorry, I know it was not your fault because of all the construction. I'm glad you were finally able to open. But we do have to, enforce our regulations for everybody the same way.
Okay, we understand. Is there any way we'd be able to apply any sooner with support from community blocks or anything like that?
You even have support from the office.
That's a really big deal.
But still, we can't say it's okay for some people and not other people. We're assuming that we're not gonna support anybody that has been a problem. You've been a very good neighbor and a good addition to the neighborhood. And we absolutely want to support, I would recommend support, but we have to treat everybody the same.
Okay, we understand. We'll reapply the 30-day notice again in sometime in October, so that we can maybe squeeze in for the November meeting.
Yeah.
I just
I'm
have
looking forward to
I
that.
have a quick
Sorry.
question, if you don't mind. ¿Hay alfajores?
What?
¿Se vende alfajores?
Que si se vende alcoholes.
Excelente.
Alfajores? Yes, we have alfajores.
Okay, sorry about that.
Okay, yeah, no, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just too bad.
So do they need to withdraw?
Yeah, they've gone, right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're technically withdrawing, right? So we can email them.
Yeah, I'll tell.
Lynn Lawrence.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
Or actually, let her speak more. Yeah, that. Lynn, what did you just speak? Were you here for the 57 First Avenue item?
Actually, I came on for the no-tell motel, but I understand that it was withdrawn.
Yes.
And I'm sorry, this is the first time that I've participated in something like this. I'm just a citizen. And I just wanted to say the restaurant before, the one that just was applying for having the restaurant be approved. We're very in support of all the restaurants that are trying to get support. Just a public person saying, I'm hoping that they'll be able to sustain their community.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you for that. But yes, No Tell Motel they did withdraw for this month. They may be coming back next year, or I'm sorry, next month.
Yes.
But at the moment, they have withdrawn for this month, so we won't be hearing them this month.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. Thank you. And thank you for your work.
Thank you. Thank you. Good to hear. Okay. So Don Savicinu taking care of. So we are going to move back to item number 4, which is Wind Sun Bakery, 23 2nd Avenue. If the applicants are here for that item, please raise your Zoom hand and we will promote you. Joshua. Okay. Joshua, and then I think Anthony's a representative.
Yes, good evening, everybody.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and give a brief description of your application. You'll get a chance to respond, and then we'll move to the public and the committee.
Thank you.
Kitchen Nuggets LLC, doing business as Wind Sun Bakery, is seeking a full on-premises liquor license for the premises located at 23 2nd Avenue between East 1st and East 2nd Street, New York, New York. An application for an establishment of 74 people, 1 table, and 12 seats, including a food counter with 3 stools, operating as a restaurant, bakery, cafe with a full kitchen, serving food during hours of operation. No TVs, streaming background music only. There are 14 full on-premises liquor licenses within 500 feet. The premises at 23 2nd Avenue is currently vacant. The applicants are Joshua Koo and Trig Brown, who are owners and operators of the combined 4 establishments in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, all of which are situated within the Brooklyn Community Board 1, all of which have full on-premises liquor licenses. 51 residents who live within 2 blocks of location signed a petition in favor of the application. Their proposed hours of operation are 9 a.m. and closing at 12 a.m. all days. They will close any outdoor dining allowed under the temporary restaurants program or any other outdoor uses by 10 p.m. Close all facade and doors, all facade windows and doors at 10 p.m. every night. We have background music only. Will not apply for an alteration without coming to CB3. Unlimited drink specials, no unlimited drink specials, including brunches. Happy hours till 7 p.m. And we'll ensure no wait lines, and we'll post a stipulation. Is there anything in my description that needs to be corrected, or anything you would like to add?
Yes, I would. Good evening, everybody. Anthony Carabello, the representative with Joshua Koo and Trig Brown. Good evening, committee members. Thanks for your service. Good evening, Susan. So there's a slight modification in the seating. We sent an email earlier today. It's now five tables and 10 seats. So there's a couple of more tables in the premises, and the counter seating is up to 14. So we did send in the updated latest version of the diagram earlier today.
I got that this afternoon. I didn't forward it around to the committee, and I meant to make that change. I did get that.
Okay. Okay, and I'll be brief, and we'll be glad to address any questions the committee may have. We're glad to be here. I just wanted to talk on a few matters. These applicants have been operating with full liquor licenses in Brooklyn since 2016. They have no records against them in terms of violations. They're in very good standing with Brooklyn Community Board 1. So all full liquor licenses. Also wanted to indicate in terms of outreach, we vigorously checked for block associations. We reached out to the First Street Block Association. The president, I believe, is Robert Graff. He was very kind. He got right back to us. This is on the northwest corner of 2nd and it's like one corner out of their jurisdiction. So he got back to us, even though I sent him and the vice president a complete packet of everything. He said that we were basically out of their jurisdiction, but he would welcome an establishment of this nature in the area. I also then went back to Susan and Ed, and I indicated that we don't know if there's a block association, and we believe there probably is not, because we weren't given any other block association to reach out, which we gladly would have. So I just wanted to touch upon those 2 points. These are very experienced operators. They have liquor licenses, 4 of them in Brooklyn since 2016, and I think they will be a good addition to the community.
Yeah, and just one question about the revision you sent in this afternoon. It was 5 tables and 10 seats with the food counter. How many seats at the food counter?
A total of 14. There's 3 different counters. There's like a common counter in the center with the diagram I sent today.
Yeah.
And then there is some counter seating. So that seating totals 14. And then you have the 5 tables that are 2 tops with the banquette on the side.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Sorry, Anthony. The counter side seating by the ordering counter is only for 4. It's just to give the illusion of like a bar feeling, but there's no actual like full service bar on premises. It's like a design thing. The rest are just normal height seating.
Okay. That's fine. We just use that just as a description, so we have a good description of your method of operation, but it's, so 5 tables, 10 seats, and then the food counter, it is still 14 seats though, right, total?
Yes, that's fair. At this point, it may change slightly as it already has, but that will basically, it's not a large place by any stretch of the imagination. It will not accommodate a lot of people.
Okay. So that's great. So I think we captured everything. Are there any members of the public here to speak to this item? Please raise your Zoom hand and we'll promote you. Yep, seeing none. Committee, does the committee have any questions about this one? Again, it's a fairly simple, straightforward one, early hours.
No questions, but I'm really excited to not have to go all the way into Brooklyn to. Oh yeah,
Good.
Taiwan.
Good to know.
Very good.
Okay, so seeing nothing from the committee, there's been no members of the public. We're gonna go ahead and pull up the stipulation form on the screen just to review with you so you make sure everything is correct. Okay, so I'm just going to read through this. Feel free to stop me if anything needs corrected. I, Trig Brown, is a qualified representative of Kitchen Nuggets LLC, located at 23 2nd Avenue. Agrees to the following stipulations. I will operate a full-service restaurant, specifically a bakery cafe restaurant, with kitchen open and serving food during all hours of operation. The hours of operation are 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. all days. I will close all outdoor dining allowed under the temporary open restaurants program and any other outdoor uses by 10 p.m. I will close any front and rear facade doors and windows at 10 p.m. every night or when any amplified sound is playing. I will not have DJs, live music, third-party promoted events, any event in which a cover fee is charged, or scheduled performances. I will play ambient background recorded music only. I will not apply for an alteration without coming to CB3 first. I will not participate in pub crawls or party buses. I will not have unlimited drink specials, including boozy brunches. I will have a happy hour and it will end by 7 p.m. I will not have wait lines. You didn't check off that you have a staff person responsible for ensuring no noise or crowds outside. Is that, it's something we standard ask. We're not saying it has to be. Okay.
Yes, we agree to that. Absolutely.
Thank you for that. I will conspicuously post a stipulation beside my license. Residents may contact the manager at the number below. And we have Trig Brown, phone number 804-690-33.
I'm sorry, 0033.
0033. Thank you for that. Okay. Anything else on that stipulation form that needs to be corrected or included?
No, it looks great. Thank you so much.
Perfect. Okay. That being said, we will move to a committee vote. Sarah Batchu?
Yes.
Amanda Lou,
Yes.
Michael Lavario,
Yes.
John Bell,
Yes.
Clint Smeltzer, yes. Okay, thank you. Anthony, the office will be sending out the stipulation form just to get notarized and have it back to us next week. And I think that's everything. Good luck.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you so much.
you.
Have a great night,
Happy
everybody.
New Year.
Thanks for the
Thanks,
kind
Susan.
words
Thank
from
you.
the committee.
Okay, so moving right along.
Go, click. Yeah. Go, click.
Okay. The next and actually last item at 7.
What? Wow. How did this happen? Wow.
This
Is going to be Broom Bistro and Cafe LLC at 303 to 305 Broom Street. The applicant is here. Please raise your Zoom hand.
Michael Ferrari.
Michael Ferrari is the attorney or the representative.
Oh, Nick looks like he's with.
Okay, so you're all, you got, everyone's there, one.
Here, I am Michael Ferrari. I'm here with, go ahead.
Gray Ballinger. Nicholas Ballinger. Nice to meet you all. Thank you for having us.
Go ahead. We'll await your summary.
Perfect. So I'm going to give a brief description, and feel free to chime in. Broom Bistro and Cafe LLC doing business, it's to be determined, is seeking a full on-premises license located at 303 to 305 Broom Street, between Eldridge and Forsyth. This is an application for an establishment of 174 people, 36 tables, and 119 seats. A bar with 10 seats on the first floor, 2 bars in the lower level, one with 6 seats and the other with 4 seats. A full kitchen serving food during the hours of operation with 1 television, background and entertainment level music. There are 22 full on-premises licenses within 500 feet per the LAMP map. This location was previously Canary Club. It was approved in, I think, 2019. The applicants collectively have had 6 businesses in New York. Actually, it's New York State. There were 16 commercial throw complaints about this location with police action necessary since 2020. I know that's prior to you. We just also include a little bit about the location history. We have not received any support or opposition from any community members for this application. There were 27 petition signatures from within 2 blocks, including 4 from the building. Their hours of operation, okay, so this will be a restaurant with a full kitchen. Their hours of operation will be 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday, 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. Close all outdoor dining allowed under the temporary open restaurants program by 10 p.m. We'll have a closed facade, the open doors and windows. We'll play ambient background and entertainment level. They will not apply for any alteration without any coming to CV3. We'll not have unlimited drink specials, including booze and brunches. Happy hours until 7 each night. They will ensure there's no wait lines and designated employee to monitor the sidewalks. And we'll post the stipulation and we'll provide a residence number for. Okay, so anything that you'd like to add, change, or correct?
Go ahead if you want to say anything in it they've mentioned.
Yeah, thank you for having us, and thank you for your service. Nicholas, my brother, and I are both very excited to hopefully be joining the Broom Street community. It's a really exciting time for us. We'd like to tell you a little bit about our concept, if that's okay.
Sure.
We, Gray and I, our father and mother were Canadian, and we're both New Yorkers. I went to school in New York and graduated from Dwight and went to Johnson & Wales for hospitality management. And my brother and I, as well as our father, started a hand-rolled, wood-fired bagel shop in Woodstock, New York in 2019. And we opened our second location in Beacon, New York in 2022. And we're excited to bring that down to this location on Broom Street.
And if I can add, the application that I submitted lacks the name of their father. Their father is Douglas Ballinger, who has experience in New York. He and his brother Lorne and Stephen opened Webster Hall many years ago.
I was actually going to ask if you were related to Stephen Ballinger's from
the
father Stephen Ballinger versus the son Stephen Ballinger and the Ballinger family that we know well.
They are
clan.
the next generation. They are the cousins of Stephen. I was here before your committee not long ago with Stephen and Adam. They've worked together with Stephen and Adam. I think Adam has assisted in their shop in Beacon or in Woodstock. And so they benefit from their DNA to some extent.
Woodstock, where the father Stephen Ballinger's garlic farm is, that we've heard lots and lots about.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Their uncle, but yes, Stephen.
Yes, the other, sorry, their uncle, which, yes. Anyways, so yes, that actually is good. I'm glad that, I know you had upstate experience, but knowing that you're listed in the family and have some support of city experience also helps a lot. That was going to be a question I was going to ask about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and if I may just quickly add, myself and my brother both have experience operating in New York. Myself with Webster Hall, I worked outside at the door for about 3 years. I liaisoned with the community as well as police in the 9th precinct. And Nicholas here ran Live Bait, the coffee shop, and assisted in the opening of the public hotel on Christie Street. So we have a great appreciation for the seriousness of nightlife operations and the need to be responsive to our community. So thank you.
Which they have done so in their operations in Woodstock and Beacon. There are people living right next door to each of those places. They've been responsive to them whenever necessary.
Okay. So the other thing, I do have a question about your application. What are you proposing? I know could you tell me a little bit about what you're proposing for your DJs and live music?
Sure, absolutely. So up in Woodstock, we start at 8 a.m. with the wood-fired bagels. We make beautiful pastries, often described as a work of art. We really take our food offerings very seriously. All our coffee is organic. We roast it on Wednesdays. We grind it fresh starting on Fridays. We take that incredibly seriously as well. And one of the things that really pushes our brands is the art and music. They kind of go hand in hand. We're very art centric. We do a lot. All our menus are hand drawn. We put a lot of our own artwork up in our places. So with DJs, we're not thinking like a bumping dance club, but we'd like to be able to have, like, for instance, a vinyl night. And then in regards to live music, the Canary Club has it now. And we just think, given our background in Webster Hall, we have an appreciation for the arts. I personally was a Waldorf student myself, so I like playing music and listening to music. So we don't have any plans to ever sell any tickets or charge a cover or have people lined up, but we'd like to be able to add to the ambiance with those offerings.
Okay, and that sounds pretty much in line with the Canary Club. Like, what the Canary Club stipulation they had agreed to stipulations where they would have up to 4 musicians, no more than 4 times per week, and then DJs no more than 3 times per month in the basement. And that was mainly just because of the space and the size of the space, and DJs upstairs could be an issue with noise spilling out. Is that something, would you be amenable to similar stipulations like that? Is that?
Yeah, we don't have any intention of having any entertainment level music or DJs on the ground level floors. I personally went and was able to meet 2 tenants, Emma and also a gentleman named Brian. And Brian had, Brian had voiced some concerns to us, and I took him aside and really explained we don't have any intention of having DJs on that first floor space. We really imagine that as like our Woodstock location of being a family friendly for everyone to come get really good fresh food. We're really blessed they have a hybrid oven there, so we can do a lot of our wood-fired offerings, and yeah.
And so you can limit the DJs and the live music to the basement, correct?
So, so even the live music, so the Canary Club was allowed live music on the ground level. You're saying all live music and DJs, all of that would be in the lower level. You would have, none of that would be upstairs in the ground level?
The only instance we would imagine or foresee ground level entertainment is on the rare occasion that the street would be closed. That section of Broome Street does regularly close to vehicular traffic during the summer months. So in a situation like that, I'm sure we can envision a fun community involved street entertainment that's more or less open for all. But no, we would not be regularly having live music on that first floor.
The only thing to add to what you just said is what we do normally say is if you're having live music, you know, it's to be confined inside so that live music isn't spilling all around the neighborhood. So I understand your point about if it's a closed street, it's a big, but then if every place has their music spilling out, that just becomes
That's reasonable.
Sure,
We
totally
understand
reasonable. So I guess, so the question is, just in terms of like a stipulation, do you want live music on the ground floor? I don't know that any of us necessarily are opposed to that because that is what the prior business had, but I guess just
I think we'd like to similarly, like not a 12-person band with a lot of pipes and brass, but maybe have the option of like a beautiful Spanish guitar, maybe on in the evenings in the first floor, but absolutely doors closed, windows closed, no noise pollution.
So are you comfortable with having a similar stipulation like they had 4 musicians? And would it be acoustic music then, not amplified?
It would absolutely, I mean, they have amplification, but nothing major.
So I wasn't listening. They want to have outdoor music, but is this the Broome Street?
This is the Broome Street, yeah.
Okay, so we have tremendous complaints on Broome
Do
Street.
you need a mic?
Maybe I'll just stick it here. We have a tremendous amount of complaints about the Broome Street open street. It's totally out of control. We have 2 precincts there last summer, and anything that's going to exacerbate that is become a terrible burden for the residents there.
Well, certainly there's not going to be any music outside. There's not going to be any outdoor music. That's for sure.
Okay.
Anytime there's music playing, the windows will be closed. Certainly the live music or the DJ, the windows will be closed. They can commit to that, and they can do that. They can absolutely do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, and that's fine. There's no opposition to that. I just wanted you to be aware because you're going to be involved with the open street. But you don't have the history background, so I just wanted to make you aware.
Right. Thank you very much.
So we're going to say, on the ground floor, may have live music up to 4 musicians, and then no more than 4 times per week.
Very good. Thank you.
That's what the previous applicant had, so I'm comfortable with that same stipulation if you're willing to agree to it. And then if DJs no more than 3 times per month in the basement, is that something, do you want more than 3 times per month? Are you thinking?
If we may, yeah.
Is there a number that's palatable for you? Greater than 3, maybe 5? Or
I mean, are you thinking Fridays and Saturdays, which is 8 times a month?
Even better. That would be great.
I mean, I think
twice a week.
If it's in the basement, yeah, no more than 2 times per week. And then the basement is not heard in the neighboring apartments, then I think I'm comfortable with.
Right.
Does anyone else have any thoughts on that? Is everyone okay with that?
Yeah, if there's soundproofing, sounds fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good.
And then in the basement, so there's an advantage there as opposed to being on the ground floor.
Because I think you did say, I was looking, did you say, I thought I had this listed, Yeah, you did say there is soundproofing installed, but you're adding more sound minimizing materials is what you said in your questionnaire.
Correct.
Yeah, I have that on the stipulation form. So, okay. Is there any members of the public here to speak for or against this item? Please raise your Zoom hand if you are. Okay, seeing none, does anyone from the committee have any other questions? Susan, you added the broom tree. Okay, I think we're basically ready to move to the stipulation form and our vote. We're going to bring up the stipulation form on the screen. I'll read through that, and then please add any changes or corrections.
Understood.
So, Gray Ballinger, as a representative of Broom Bistro and Cafe LLC, located at 303 to 305 Broom Street, agrees to the following stipulations. It will be a full liquor license and will operate a full service restaurant, specifically a wood-fired foods, pastries, and coffee restaurant with kitchen open serving food during all hours of operation. The hours of operation are 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday, 12 p.m. to 4 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. I will close all outdoor dining allowed under the temporary open restaurants program and any other outdoor uses by 10 p.m. I will employ doorman or security Thursday through Saturday. I will install soundproofing. Soundproofing is in place, but we'll be adding additional sound minimizing materials. I will close any front and rear facade doors and windows at 10 p.m. every night or when any amplified sound is playing, including but not limited to DJs, live music, and live non-musical performances. So you will have DJs and live music, but will not have third-party promoted events. Any event for which a cover fee is charged. You didn't check off scheduled performances. Are you planning on scheduled performances where you would have music starting at like 7 p.m. or is it just going to be music that's in the background during dinner?
I think it's possible that it'll be scheduled, right? It'll be, they'll get a feel for the neighborhood, I think, but.
I mean,
I think the intention of leaving it blank was to.
Okay, I was just clarifying. I'm actually okay with that. What we are going to put in the stipulation form is the language that we had: live music no more than 4. It can actually put it here, end of the music section. So it'll be live music on ground floor. No more than 4 pieces, and so
4-piece bands.
4 pieces, 4 musicians. No more than 4 musicians, 4 times per week, and DJs 8 times per month in the basement.
Correct.
Good.
Okay. And then will not apply for any alteration without coming to CB3 first. In pub crawls or party buses. Will not have unlimited drink specials, including boozy brunches. Will have a happy hour that will end by 7 p.m. Will not have wait lines. Will have a staff person responsible for ensuring no noise, loitering, or crowds outside. Will post the stipulation by the liquor license, and residents may contact the manager or owner at the number below, and it is listed as Gray Ballinger. 518-859-6264. Everything looks on that form?
Hours. 12 p.m. till 2 p.m. Sunday, Wednesday. It needs to be 2 a.m.
You are correct. Sorry. Yes, that is 12 p.m. That should be 12 p.m. to 2 a.m. Sunday through Wednesday.
Thank you.
4 a.m. Thursday through Saturday. Yeah, we're going to give you a little more than 2 hours during the week. So. Okay, that being said, we're going to go ahead and vote. It will be Sarah Bachu, Amanda Liu.
Yes.
Michael Lavario.
Yes.
John Fout.
Yes.
Clint Smeltzer. Yes. So, Michael, this stipulation form will be sent out to you from the office with the instructions. Just get it back to us within the next week.
Right.
Sign and notarize, and I think that's everything. So, good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to
Thank
see
all
you.
so much. And we're doing a little Mud Club pop-up right now on Orchard Street at the original Scars location. So please feel free to come by and try any of our pastries or bagels. I'm working the counter 9 a.m. every day, and I'd love to meet you all and show you what we do. And we appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Have a good evening. Good night, Susan.
Okay, it just feels, it's like something's not right here. We are done with all of that.
It's very funny.
It's 8 o'clock and we're done with her.
Let's take it.
So-
Conceivable.
Go out and get dinner.
So that being said, I guess I'll do a motion to adjourn. Sarah?
Yes.
Amanda?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
John?
Yes.
Clint? Yes? Yeah, so we can go ahead and start the recording.
Amazing.
Meeting adjourned. Just,
I'm not recording.
oh, it's on this one. I need to.
Thank you, everybody.